Hey everyone, welcome back to Crochet Delight. I'm Barbara. This is Sophia. She's trying to run away. There you go. She's having a little bit of a breathing attack because of her collapsing trachea. So she runs to mommy, but at the same time she wants to run away. But anyways, welcome back to Crochet Delight. And welcome back to another installment of Hot Off the Hook Friday. I'm sorry for my appearance. I am just off of a long day of... Okay. Go get some water.
Help me!
I guess she doesn't want water. She wants to be on top of Daddy, but still in the shot. But anyways...
Attention hog.
We have an entry this week from Connie from Just Another Stitch. Take a look at her creations. She made a leprechaun scarf and a St. Patrick's Day hat, and I think they came out great. I really like the scarf. It's unique, and I think I've seen that pattern somewhere. I can't remember where, but if you guys want to know where one place that you could possibly find a pattern like that, definitely Ravelry. You can also check redheart.com or Yarn Inspirations. They might have it, but I think this is something that everybody could enjoy for something festive. It could be even like a little table runner. Even. Yeah, but take a look. Alright, so that was the scarf and the hat that Connie had made, and I think they came out great. And thank you, Connie, for sending in photos of the things you've made, and thank you to everyone else that participates. I'm so glad that everyone's starting to participate more. This is so far the best year I've had on my channel with you guys participating, and I hope that this continues. And just to prolong this Hot Off the Hook Friday episode or installment, I'm going to do a little bit of a show of works in progress, because that's all I've got. It takes me a long time to finish something, but I think I will start with this mess. So you guys know that I like panda yarns, and whole entire rack from over there. That's where this came from, was my rack of panda yarns over there. But this is the Brighter Days reverse. So with the Brighter Days, it would start with the green and go to the purple, but since this is the reverse, it started with purple. So the pattern I'm doing is Phoenix, and that is definitely on Ravelry. So sorry for the lighting. It's very dark in here because it's very late when I'm able to film this, because I have a very busy day today. For you guys it's today because it's Friday, but for me it's Thursday night. But as you can see, it's slowly going into the green right here, and I'm just getting to a part where it's almost a steady green. It just went into the next color change where I get a 4-ply, and it's a very small, thin piece. Like, you could literally just pick them apart and be like, hey, oh, there we go. Well, you see 3 out of 4 right there. But so I'm just into the part where it's 2 purple and 2 green, transitioning more into the green. So, and if you guys want to know how long this has taken me, right here, this tiny square, 10.5 hours. Yeah, I have a row counter app and I've been keeping track of how long it takes me to do something, and I only start the timer when I'm actually working on it so that I'll have an accurate time frame and just bundle it up and put it aside. But yeah, 10.5 hours so far working on that, and yeah, if I was using more of a worsted weight yarn or a more readily available yarn, it would be a lot bigger. But I like the really thin cotton yarn. And speaking of cotton yarn, this is something else I've been working on, and this is, I believe, a number 3 cotton thread, and it's the one that you can get in the stores. But I've been working on this. It's the virus stitch for the virus afghan, and I am way in over my head with this. This is going to be a bedspread. This is one of those lifelong projects. So, yeah, that's not going to be done anytime soon. The Brighter Days one might get done a lot sooner than that one. No, who am I kidding? It's definitely going to be done a lot sooner than that one. But the other things that I want to show you guys is yarn. Can't have a crochet channel without yarn. So I want to show you guys all the yarn that I've been working on, that I've been spinning. I have tags with everything, and this is all from the spin half, so there's that. There's those. And just so it doesn't fall over, there's that. So I will go over these with you guys, starting with these two. So this right here, you guys have seen this before. This is 200 yards and this is 190 yards. So yeah, that's more accurate. But this is a light fawn. It's very messy on the top. I'll show the prettier side. The bottom's always the prettier side in these cakes. But there we go. It's a light fawn and it is a Surrey Merino mix. So it's Surrey alpaca and merino. This was a, I want to say this was a roving, but this came from the lady that I'm doing the spin half for. All of this came from her. This is all from the second spin half deal that I've done with her. Her name is Tracy, and she had all of this except for Marquise and Sheena processed. So Carmela, which is the light fawn, that one was processed by, I believe, a mill into a roving. This next one, Marquise, which I think you guys have been waiting to see, this is 250 yards. Very mini cake over here, but 250 yards of this gorgeous, gorgeous Surrey alpaca with, as you saw, the blue in there. See some blue better right there. That is blue bamboo. Bamboo that had been dyed blue. So this was a real pleasure for me to actually prep and spin. It was all raw. I think think it was washed. I can't remember. I have the paper way over there by my books, but this was in beautiful, beautiful little locks, medium-sized locks actually, and it was very, very pleasant to card, to comb, card again, and blend with the bamboo. And the bamboo actually blended so well with this that those bright blue spots that you see, that's where it was just bamboo pretty much. But in some spots it blended so well that it gave the already very bluish gray fiber from Marquise into an even more blue. There are definite spots where you have a better blue hue than when I started. And that Marquise actually reminds me of when I had a Yorkshire Terrier named Abigail. And in Yorkshire Terriers, Sophia is a very common one where she's black and tan. Yes, showing her off. Showing off my baby. And she's just like, Mommy, let me go. Her wish has been granted. But Yorkies are the most common color, black and tan. But then there are the silver and blonde, which means their tannish color is actually more much lighter, like actually almost like as light as this. Let me see. Oh yeah, this is more the color for the blonde or the silver-haired Yorkshire Terriers. And the feel of Marquise, the fiber from Marquise, his hair feels so silky and smooth that it just reminds me so much of Abigail. And we had another one named Adam, and their hair is like human hair, but it's silky in a sense. So, feels beautiful. Go get water, you little nut job. But their hair is so silky, even though it's like human hair. But that's what Marquise reminded me of, this one right here. And that was the second one that I started spinning for this round of fiber. So the next one is Legacy. So Legacy was white, and I've got about 185 yards. I might have to readjust that to almost 200. Yeah, almost 200, so more around 190 yards. So Legacy was a white alpaca, and I took some sari silk that I had, and I added that in, and this is going to be a nice little homespun tweed, because there was another fiber that she had sent me, and Aslan, I think that's how you pronounce it, but when she first talked about Legacy and Aslan, she was talking about kind of like a barber pole, but not everybody knows the terminology, and she said tweed. So that just got me thinking, and she said that she was open to customs, so I thought, why not actually give her a homespun tweed? So it's gonna be a little quite different from an actual store-bought tweed. It's literally hand spun, and there's no controlling any of the fibers. Well, you have some control to an extent, but it's more original, more as the fiber wants to go into the wheel. So that is pretty much all I got from that one. So almost 200 yards. I think I'd go about 195 probably, because this looks, compared to the cakes that fill up my bobbin where it's a full 200 yards, like I'll put Marquise. So there's Marquise, and that filled up my bobbin pretty well, and that's 200 yards. This is Legacy, so it's a sizable difference. But then when I go and pair it up with the Camilla, and this was the 190 something. This one might be more 185. I've got to double check. I won't fully know the yardage of these until after I ply them, because like I've said before, my process is I spin all the singles before. So this is all singles. This is the single thread, and then once I am all done, I will be plying every single thing, and then it'll be done. But that was Legacy, and for that, it was a roving, and I took that out of the roving, and I adjusted my drum carder, and I loved how I was able to get it perfect. It drafts so nice. Sorry, I'm going on forever about just yarn. And this is the last little one. This is Sheena, and you can definitely tell that this is Marquise's daughter. Ooh, but I think she said that this was from her baby fleece from like the first time she was ever sheared. So this is actually a lot silkier than Marquise. It's quite bumpy. Quite bumpy. I had a very hard time getting it to comb and then card, because it just wanted to frizz up and go everywhere. But so it ended up kind of half carded and half lumpy. But I think it came out really nice, and I think even though it's nice and bumpy, look at me, I'm saying nice and bumpy, for something that I'd rather have smooth. But even with it being all bumpy, it's perfect. You can literally tell how silky the fiber is just from this. So nice. And yet my mother wondered why I got into yarn. I don't know. My life just revolves around yarn. So, in case you haven't noticed, I have a little bit of a passion for yarn. I went as far as to start making yarn. But anyways, I'm gonna let you guys go so that you can enjoy your Friday. I've already taken up about probably 20 minutes of your life for this installment of Hot Off the Hook Friday.
Oh, come on, that's not so bad.
The last thing I'm gonna show you guys is this roving right here. This is what I'm working on right now on the wheel. This is a medium rose gray alpaca, and can't see from way over here, but it's gray, but it's got such a red tone to it that you're getting a nice, I want to say milk chocolatey color. Because you're definitely not getting a dark walnut color. It's a good thing I've got that in the background to show that, but yeah, this is a nice milk chocolatey color. But when you're seeing it in person and on the wheel after it's been spun, you definitely get a beautiful, beautiful gray hue to this. It's almost like it was a brownish red that was blended in with a little bit of gray, but it's so beautiful. So let's see if I can, yeah, that's about right. So that shine that you're seeing, that's not a shine, that is the silver that is in this. And I do not know the name of this one. She just labeled it medium rose gray. So that's all I'm able to call it. But I might call it, I don't know what to call it. So that's something you guys can do, is down in the comments, what kind of name can you guys think for this? Oh, it looks like a little poo blob that way. Boy, long day. My mind is everywhere. Today was my first time on a Zoom meeting with some wonderful ladies that spin, and oh my goodness, I am the only youngster. I am the only one in my 20s. Everyone else is in their 40s or more. But they are lovely ladies. Maine Spinners Registry, I believe it is. They meet about twice a month, the second Thursday and the fourth Thursday of every month. So in the second week, that Thursday, and in the final week of a month, that Thursday, that's when they meet. And this was my first time being in a meeting with a bunch of other spinners. So I was nervous, but I was very excited, and I just had fun. It was enlightening. It was, it really felt like a sense of community, to be honest. Despite what you guys see, I am actually quite an introvert. The only time I ever actually socialize is either with my boyfriend or on this, where I'm just looking at a camera and I'm pretending that my camera is a person, because my public speaking is like, no. And farmer's market, that's about it. I mean, I barely even talk to people at the farmer's market. So I'm fairly introverted. So it was a big change for me, and a big sense of ease, I guess I would say. And I just really enjoyed it, and I hope that I get the chance to sit in with them on another spin meeting. But anyways, like I said about 3 to 5 minutes ago, I'm gonna let you guys get on with your Friday and get on with your weekend. So I hope you guys are staying safe, and I hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. So have a delightful day, and happy hooking, everyone!